Memorial at Monticello. First game of the season for the Green Hornets. They were off in week one. We start with a top three nominee in the first quarter. It's picked off by Ryan Mundy, and he returns it for a touchdown. Wilson leads 7-0. And then it's the Hornets buzzing again. This time it's Braden Tyree with a 1-yard touchdown run. Wilson Memorial went 14-0. Tyree again finding pay dirt from a yard out. Wilson Memorial, impressive win for the Green Hornets. Their week one win in week two, 41-7, the final. Memorial hosting Rockbridge County. Good Class 3 matchup here. We start with a top three nominee in the second quarter. Aiden Podgorski finds Braden Tyree. Check out the moves by Tyree, and then he's headed down the sideline. A top three nominee, 63-yard touchdown to the house. What a play by Tyree. The Hornet defense dominated too. Check out Parker Balcom just snatching this one out of the air for the interception. Great defense turns into points. Rowan Tabler gets the toss, cuts through some heavy traffic. He jets down the field, dives into the end zone for another Hornets touchdown. Wilson Memorial rolling tonight, 34-2. Welcome back to End Zone. Well, before the season started, there was a lot of buzz around Waynesboro. The Little Giants were picked to finish near the top of the Shenandoah District, behind Powers, Riverheads, and Stewart's Draft. But Waynesboro entered the night at 0-3, having lost 3 tough games. Tonight's opponent wouldn't be easy either, an unbeaten 2-0 Wilson Memorial team that's looked very good in the early going. The Green Hornets and Little Giants squaring off. We picked this one up in the third. Green Hornets up 20-13, and they give it to Braden Tyree. Takes the counter off the edge and goes 27 yards to the house, 27-13 Wilson Memorial. Later, more from the Hornets. They give it to Tyree off the edge again. He cuts across the field, goes 18 yards for the score. He ran for over 130 tonight. Later in the third now, Little Giants at the goal line trying to punch it in. Blake Jones runs up, takes the snap, finds his way into the end zone, makes it 34-20. Waynesboro trying to rally in this one, but this pass is picked off by Blake Rogers of Wilson Memorial. That would just about seal it. Wilson wins tonight, remains undefeated, 34-20, the final.
We told them all week, the word of the week was physical. They had to play physical. I thought from the opening snap, we did a pretty good job of that.
Our line, they're doing good at blocking. Our wings were getting out, blocking everybody else too, cleaning up, getting a huge hole for the running backs to get through. They just helped a lot.
And welcome into week 5 of End Zone. Our game of the week took us to Fishersville tonight. Wilson Memorial 3-0 heading into this game, welcoming 3-1 Spotswood. The Trailblazers coming off a dominant non-region win that featured some impressive stats on offense. Last season, Spotswood fell to Wilson 48-28. Tonight, the Blazers looking for a different result. Opening Spotswood drive, 3rd and goal, Elliott Brown takes the snap and rifles it to Rain Dean for the 8-yard touchdown pass. 7-0 Spotswood. Later second quarter, Spotswood up 14-0. They give it to James Stowe on the counter. He bursts through the hole and goes untouched. 46 yards for the score. 21-0 Spotswood at the half. Top 3 nominee, the Trailblazers did not let off the gas. First play of the second half, Brown rolls out and lets it fly, hitting Aiden Grief in stride. He takes it 75 yards to the house. Trailblazers up 28-0. Jumping ahead to the fourth now, Wilson Memorial down 35-7, trying to rally. Braden Tyree takes it in for the 3-yard TD to make it 35-14. Later, Wilson Memorial again. This time it's Ryan Mundy powering it in from 8 yards out. That cuts the score to 35-21. But Spotswood making sure there's no miracle comeback here. It's Stowe again taking the pitch and cutting it upfield. He breaks away for a 53-yard touchdown. That's the dagger. Spotswood wins 42-21. Colby Johnson reports from Fishersville.
Well, what a difference a year makes for the Spotswood Trailblazers.
Hosting Western Albemarle. On to the first quarter tonight, Western ball, but check out the Wilson defense. Nathan Goff and Aiden Sprouse in on the big stop. Later in the quarter, a top 3 nominee coming at you. Nathan Simon back to pass, but it's picked off by Wilson's Parker Bauckham. He takes it all the other way, down the far sideline for a touchdown. The pick six gives the Hornets a 7-0 lead. More from Wilson, Ronan Tabler for the touchdown. Wilson extends its lead to 14-0. Later, it's Wilson back on offense and knocking on the door. Touchdown Wilson, Braden Tyree. Wilson goes up 21-0. Wilson Memorial with a bounce-back win tonight, 35-14.
Shenandoah District rivalry. Wilson Memorial hosting Fort Defiance. It was the homecoming game for Wilson tonight. Did not disappoint. Fort Defiance punting from their own 22-yard line. The snap is fumbled, picked up by Wilson at the 9-yard line. The Green Hornets would deliver as Ryan Mundy punches it in for the first touchdown of the second half. Wilson would go up 27-14, and it's the Green Hornets taking a victory tonight over Fort Defiance, 42-28. Valley
A district clash, Buffalo Gap hosting Wilson Memorial. Wilson Memorial strikes first tonight as the quarterback launches it downfield for a touchdown. The catch is made by Blake Rogers. But Buffalo Gap quickly answers that with a kickoff return for a touchdown by Blake Robertson. The Bison go for two but don't convert, making it a 7-6 game. And just like that, Wilson Memorial says checkmate as they answer right back with Brandon Tyree, making the run in the end zone. The Green Hornets begin to pull away with another touchdown catch and run made by Braden Tyree. Tyree had himself a night. Here he makes another long run downfield, finding the end zone for a hat trick. That puts the Green Hornets up 28-6 in the second quarter. Nearing the end of the first half now, Buffalo Gap makes its way back to the end zone. Dylan Alphin reaches across the goal line for the touchdown. But once again, Wilson Memorial answers right back. Braden Tyree, that name we're just hearing a ton tonight, he just could not be stopped. Here's a top 3 nominee. Tyree takes this one to the house to close out the first half, 35-14 onto the second half. It's Blake Roger finding the end zone for the second time tonight, putting the Green Hornets up 42-14 early in the second half. The Green Hornets just full of scores. They roll past the Bison 42-20. After some injuries 8 in 2019, Stanton looking to go 8-2 in 2022. Quite a turnaround there. Tonight they face Wilson Memorial. Stanton was up 10-7 at the start of the second half. They wasted no time opening up the third quarter. Kaleo Smith dodging the defense left and right. He makes his way in for that score. Storm up 17-7. Wilson Memorial's Aiden Podgorski showed off his arm, launching a rocket downfield to Blake Rogers. He's there for the catch and score. The Hornets inch closer to making it 17-14 in the third. A lateral pass from Walker Darby allows Stanton to work the sidelines upfield. Break a few tackles, Mark Jeffrard finds the end zone, putting the Storm up 24-14. But tonight, the Hornets were the comeback kids. A bad punt by the Storm lands the Hornets on the Stanton 1-yard line. They capitalize. Braden Tyree finds the end zone and inches closer and closer to Stanton. Now on to the last scoring drive of the night tonight. It's Ryan Mundy to the house, putting Wilson Memorial up and over Stanton. The Hornets beat the Storm 28-24 tonight. We have plenty